I like the ambient soundtrack provided by Chuck.
Yeah. Seeing him play the guitar like that reminds me of... Oh, what?
No, finish.
It reminds me of Shadow of Chernobyl. Whatever that game is.
Yes.
That was like...
Stalker.
Stalker, yeah.
There's always
Sounded
that
like you
one
said
dude.
Cheddar of Chernobyl, and I was like, what?
There's always that one dude sitting in the log strumming his acoustic, like he expects some girls to show up.
Yeah.
We've got our Cossack vodka.
Never happened, didn't it?
We've got our survival sausages. We've got our Kalashnikovs. Now all we need is attractive ladies, and it's a party. Oh no! Oh no! Pyotr is playing his guitar again. What a fucking douche!
It's busted, but it means something to him.
Oh, I understand.
Careful, she's a crack shot now. What?
You got this girl shooting guns?
Careful, she's
Why
crack
would you
shot
say
now.
that?
You weren't
And
getting
between you and me, she's
Sure.
got a killer's
She's
instinct.
able to take care of herself.
Where you from?
San Francisco.
Jeez, a long way from home.
I blame the one in there. He wanted the great
Okay, for someone saying you weren't going to get a lecture, she sounded fucking pissed.
Who the hell is into Civil War history anyway?
You've got this girl mucking out sewers with her bare hands? That's good, builds character.
Wonderful. You two will be thick as thieves.
You're feeding this girl packing peanuts? You know, I heard those are actually pretty good in fiber.
What were you two arguing about when I was coming up the ladder?
Nothing.
If you're gonna be around for a while, be good to know what.
I like the tooltip for, you learned that Omid is interested in Southern history. Thanks, game.
Sure,
If we hadn't noticed that, I don't know how we would have
Maybe
gotten
ask
through this
Omid.
next
He
segment.
likes to break things.
Right,
That is crucial to get through
when
this
zombie Robert E. Lee shows up, we need to know how to defeat him. And if you don't know that Omid knows about Civil War history, you can't get the item that you need.
I'm glad someone.
Robert,
So, one thing-
zombie Robert E. Lee is risen from the grave! Quick, Omid, hit his weak spot!
One thing that I did read during one of their, or I don't think I read it, I think I heard it in their little documentary series on the making of the game,
Learning the ropes. Can't be
is that
too
they like
hard,
to
right?
use characters
Yeah, a
to
lot of
help
levers I
set sort of
can't
an
wait to
emotional
use.
tone.
I said
And
it's
it kind of
something
feels like
word.
they're doing that with Omid and Krista here
Maybe
to
we
sort
can
of
drive in shifts.
have a decompression after the opening of this entire episode of nothing but drama, drama, drama.
How have you
And
two
it does
made it
lead
this
to that
far?
sort of weird
Seems
dissonance where the
dangerously
first
normal.
half of this episode
Krista
is
doesn't let us
really
join
tense
groups.
with a lot of serious stuff
I'm a fucking
happening,
scrap.
and this is a lot
I
of
got the
kind of
feeling she
happy-go-lucky
takes
fun,
care
and
of
it
you.
ruins the pacing.
Please.
But I do think it allows
I
you at
saved
least
your
to have that
ass
sort of decompression
hundreds.
from
Tens.
nothing but
Some-
children dying and
Yeah,
serious drama.
except then the episode
Civil War
ends
history, huh?
on
Fuck yeah.
on
What do you know about
drama
some
again,
Quantrill
so it just feels
Happened
weird.
about 1,000
Like
miles that
halfway
way.
through
Well, yeah.
And we're
the
headed
show,
other
you
way.
change the
But if
channel to a
it's somehow
sitcom
not
for
crawling
10
with the
minutes.
dead, there should be some cool things to see.
I don't know if it's that
Don't
lighthearted.
tell
Some of this is a
That
little,
will
Well-
be a selling point for her.
this gets a little hairy when we get into the next play.
How long since you been home?
Like 6 months.
You
Really
bonded
goes
with
for a
Omid
while.
over some Southern history.
That's rough.
Her cat is gonna be pissed.
Talk
Kiss
to you
him,
later.
right on the mouth. You've bonded.
Do we feel a faint bond forming with Omid? Did we start the Southern Generals social link?
This meeting of the post-zombie apocalypse Southern General Discussion Forum is now commenced.
Where the fuck?
Let us read off the membership. Lee. Present. Omid. Oh, Omid is on watch duty. Never mind.
Oh, there's Ben.
All this power and we're still stuck.
See if you can get him to confess again.
Got a clear view up there?
See if you can
Yeah,
get him
we're
to
good for a
confess to
ways.
creating the zombie plague in the first place.
Hey, we've got this megaphone
just a
here,
summer
Ben.
job.
I want you to read this script.
Exterminate them or something.
Lee, I was just thinking. Is it bad if I started coughing and it was blood? I was the one who prepared everybody's sandwiches this morning.
Those don't start thinking they don't horrify me.
I'm glad somebody else feels that way. I'm telling you, Lee, if they ever get a hold of me, and I know I'm not getting out of it, that's it, man. I'm just gonna punch my own ticket.
Punch your own ticket?
Yeah.
Why was hold
myself
in that
out.
sentence in all caps? If they ever get a hold of me, that's very weird.
And don't let them get a hold of you.
So this puzzle actually,
Train station.
I admit this puzzle took
Follow
me
you
just
over
about
there?
forever to
Don't like
figure
the new
out.
girl?
Yeah.
But
It
it's
took
It
me an
doesn't-
embarrassingly
like
long
you
time.
said.
Yeah.
It was definitely a pixel hunt
Clementine and I are
situation.
checking out this train station, all right?
Yes,
Hustle
I had
over
the
if you hear
same
anything.
problem. I just didn't see it. And then it was off. Like, I knew what we were supposed to do, but I didn't see the thing to click on.
I can't imagine playing this game without the click indicators off. Or with
No.
the click indicators off.
That would be hard.
Is there?
Somebody.
How can you even read that, Lee? This is like.
I know.
Did you mentally hook into the camera or something?
And not to spoil anything, but that's a lie, so I wonder who put that up there and why. I would love to know the story of this building.
The zombies are learning to trap survivors. They're putting up fake survivor signs.
It's all written in backwards letters. It's like Plants vs. Zombies.
You
Zombies.
should wait for me before trying to open
And
doors.
it's all misspelled in backwards letters, and they're like, all is safe and no zombies. Please bring your yummy brains inside for free food.
I can't see in there.
This is gonna be a regular thing here, where we send Clementine through to places first, isn't it?
The window's open up there.
Maybe I could look in.
You know, I gotta admit, it's a good gameplay mechanic, and they don't
I'll put
overuse
you
it.
on
it's
my
not like
shoulders
3
and you
times
can
an
peek into
episode.
that window up there.
Yeah.
And it is
Sounds
effective.
good.
It's like, I don't want to send Clementine anywhere where I can't get to her if she gets in trouble.
Okay, I can see in. What do I do now?
What do you see?
Lots of crates and stuff.
Maybe we can find the key or figure out a way to knock this door down. Kenny'd probably have me pick the lock.
Is this the
Actually
first
might be.
real
Great,
puzzle
you
in this
said.
I
episode?
think I opened it.
For real?
I think so.
I guess there was the giving the booze to
No, the-
Chuck to get Kenny, but
No,
that's...
solving the crime at the very beginning.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Let's go. Be careful.
I'm supposed to tell you that.
I guess that is one of the game's, I don't want to say flaws, but it does impact the pacing when it often finds it hard to do sort of a narrative push while
Maybe I
doing a
can hold
puzzle.
the door open?
Usually when it tries to do something in the
I'll pop it
context of
open
narrative,
some.
it's a quick time event, because it's sort of trying to push the narrative forward while you're doing something interesting. Here it's, the story comes to a halt because you have to figure out how to grab the thingy from the what's-it.
What's the timer
doing?
for in this sequence?
I don't know. What the
leave.
hell was
You-
that?
you-
Something to help us deal
You
with the
leave.
tanker out there.
They're like, well, it's dark and I can't figure out what to see. We're gonna get out of here.
All right.
Wait, what?
It's locked up good, but
What
there's
the
some space
what?
at the top.
We're lucky.
If
I'm
you
so
walk in
little.
there and there's
we
nothing to
are.
click on, and if you don't block the door, Lee just sort of goes,
Locked
oh,
up good.
I don't know what's in here. I can't see nothing, and leaves.
That's exactly what we need.
So you have to learn to.
Yeah,
Lock-
we need
lock
to get
the
in
door
there and
open?
get that blowtorch.
I guess the idea was that people weren't using the stupid thing to lock the door,
How we
and they were
doing?
like, why can't I use the
Good.
wrench to knock
What do
off
you
the
need?
blocks or
Something to
whatever,
help us
at
deal
like a
with the
sane
tanker
person would
out
do?
there.
So instead they force
You
you
okay
basically
going
to
over
figure
the
that
top of
part
this
out, so
fence?
that when Lee is
Yeah,
walking around in here,
definitely.
he doesn't ever have the wrench instead of
Right, yeah.
having a
it's an
wrench and-
I saw that and I was like, oh, this is to make it so Lee doesn't have the wrench.
Scoot.
How interesting.
Thank you.
Well, that takes way too long. Look at the ninja zombies!
This, I really disliked this. Just, how did these guys sneak up on you? They're noisy, they shuffle,
Oops.
that you looked around the room and there was nobody here.
The end. See you guys next season.
Well, that's
I
it!
don't mind. I actually don't mind that zombies show up at this point. This was a wonderful
grab
bit
the
of
keys,
tension, but really they need to like.
Yeah, and you expected to put
Just set it
Clementine
up
in
better.
danger, but it's you instead.
And it just like, where did these zombies come from? Were they just hiding behind a box deliberately?
They
I mean, one of them
respawned.
comes from the light side of the room. Yeah, one of them came from the light side of the room, which is just ridiculous. Like, how did you not see him? Or did he come in from outside?
Spike remover.
This is the music I just noticed that always plays when you're fighting a zombie. Imagine another game where it always played the same music during combat and how quickly that music would become
It's okay.
annoying.
Everything's fine.
This game managed to get around
The
it.
music is pretty inobtrusive, and there aren't that many combat situations anyway.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. It really highlights how much combat is a rarity when they can afford to get away with the same sort of bland soundtrack for every combat sequence. And I didn't even notice it until rewatching.
This would be so much less effective if it was a cutscene.
That didn't go
The
so
fact that you
good.
have to click on that and you
Did
don't
not go so
know
good.
how long it's going to take is
Okay.
what makes that scene
It's
tense.
okay.
What's going on? I thought I heard a gunshot.
That was that whole sequence was wonderful, except for the Batman zombies. That was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Some walkers.
You
And they just
an
need to- they
8-year-old
just
versus
need
3 of
to-
them, huh?
Make that work visually better. Just give a place for them to have come from, a side room that you didn't check out. There's an extra doorway in there, something
Yeah,
like that.
It looks like. What if you had?
You know, some refrigerator-sized
I'm gonna
crates
go
that
make
they
sure the
could have
noise
been
didn't cause us any
behind.
problems.
That's a good idea.
I hope you know what you're doing with her,
Me too.
for her sake.
Well, I'm glad we don't need anything in the door anymore. Magically, now we can see. Wait. Is there anything to talk to Clementine about?
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm a little shaky.
It'll pass. We got it.
Let's go outside now.
What did we learn?
I'm not ready for a gun.
No, Clem. We learned that everything we will ever do is dangerous. We'll get better, smarter, and faster, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna play her that Daft Punk song,
Didn't
aren't
have
you?
much business back then.
I like how we just have nothing to say about this. That's pretty much how I felt at this point in the episode, too. It's like, why is this still going?
I
It was a
actually
nice
am
little-
enjoying watching all of this again.
I mean, it's
Go ahead,
nice, but it just, it feels so out of place.
I found a blowtorch in the
Oh,
station.
and by the way,
Should make-
although
we just
what
took
would-
the blowtorch back with us.
Excellent. I'll come up there.
Although
with you
what
and have a
would
look.
feel like, you say this is out of place, it kind of does, but what do you put after shooting a kid in a video game?
Yeah, well, you put the credits and move this to episode 4.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this
Although
also
episode
takes
4 was
place
already
question. Also, doesn't this take place question mark after Duck gets shot? Because doesn't it fade to black after we shoot him?
You interrogating this woman for us?
Huh?
She set off
Like,
any alarm
we don't-
bells?
You're saying we don't know how
follow Lee all
much
the way
time has
back?
passed.
She's very thorough.
That's what I like to hear.
So notice that the blowtorch, that big thing with the massive propane tank, is now in our inventory. I wonder which pocket we have it in.
Yeah, what would have been great is if you dragged it back and somebody else got it to the top of the ladder while you were having a conversation. That would have made the other people seem useful, and it doesn't feel like everybody's standing around while you do everything. And it would have saved them from the, I have something the size of an appliance in my pocket.
Shit.
There it is, donk.
The hose has a leak in it.
Turn it off, dude.
And it's funny how that was obtrusive when
that
we've been
leak with
carrying
something.
all kinds of shit around in our pockets this whole video game.
Still, they were all hand-sized items. This is kind of a
Yeah,
new
this is one of the largest
class of
things we've
item.
ever been carrying with us.
Like, if we can carry this, why can't we put Clem in that pocket
Just
and she'll
about
just
got
be
it.
safe?
Uh-oh.
Whoa, thanks.
No sweat, man.
I like how we don't have any
Tell you
goggles, so
about
we're
it,
just sort of
friend. The
closing our
smallest
eyes
cut
and leaning
and it'll go.
backwards.
And Omid doesn't give a shit.
Can't reach it now. Damn it, it was just
And
about
I like how everybody on the ground, we didn't give them any heads up. We're like, well, they'll know when it hits the ground beside.
here. The weak portion of the cover.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't get.
It
Is
looked almost
if
like
we've
you were
already
trying to
resolved-
punch him with it,
No.
Lee.
But I'm gonna dangle
If
you
we've
over
already
that
resolved
thing.
that this thing is going to
Hell, you
explode,
are.
why are we doing this?
God, you're a real son of a bitch, aren't you?
Shut up and start cutting.
This is the
Wait,
worst plan
also-
we have had all episode.
Why can't Omid dangle us? I forget.
Because Omid
'Cause
is
he's
a
small
lot
and we're
lighter
big.
than us.
Guys,
Yes.
there's something coming.
That
Why don't
you
we
know,
just
that's a
have?
comic.
Why don't we just have Clementine do it?
Gotta go.
Oh, I
Well,
guess
you
she
also
doesn't.
wouldn't get the
Oh, and it's-
idiotic,
Homie,
cutesy
cut,
joke
cut.
of like, "You're never gonna get me to do it." Jump cut. I'm doing it.
It's going. Pull me out.
Yeah, pretty classic. Pretty classic.
You're never gonna get me to stab. You're never gonna
off
get me
the
to
shelf.
stab Christy
Oh,
to
good.
death. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Kitty, go!
You're never going to get me to massacre the rest of the team with a fire axe so you can get all the snack packs.
What the hell?
Oh God, I'm sorry. You're never going to get me to distract the zombies by running around covered in barbecue sauce while you get. Oh God damn it!
We gotta jump.
What? No way.
Excellent plan, Lee. Roast everybody inside the train, and the smell of cooking meat will distract the zombies while you make your escape.
Jump!
No.
Also,
Jump, damn it!
fun fact:
Still no.
dropping a can
Fine.
of kerosene or whatever's in that causes a fire to start.
I think it had a,
Oh,
a flame.
great one,
It was still
Omid.
burning.
This felt like it was a bigger choice than it actually turned out to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Yeah. I thought this was another Doug Carley choice. But again, on your first playthrough,
It's
you
framed
think
that
this is
way,
another
No,
Doug.
her, not me. Krista,
Mhm.
no.
I grabbed Omid because he's
piece of
short
shit.
and
She's
his
a
leg
woman,
hurts, and
don't you
Krista looks like she can run the legs off of everybody. She is tall.
Okay, honey. I'm okay.
Look at that.
I
She's
like
a
how
woman.
he's
Don't
super
you know what a
pissed,
woman
and then he
is?
looks back, and she's just keeping pace with the train. Like she's on a casual
passes
jog,
the
and it's
train.
like, oh,
That was a lot of them.
That fire is doing absolutely nothing.
that fire is for jack
Yeah.
shit.
I know.
My leg is spot.
Well, on the one hand, it wasn't the best tactical decision, but you know, the voices gave me a tip, but it didn't pan out. That's the way it goes sometimes.
It's already extinguished.
Yeah. Is another case of the writers casting summon zombie. That
Well,
was
I
pretty
thought it
big.
made
like,
sense
what made
because
that herd
you
of zombies
were
come?
You driving around with
Shooting
a
earlier. You were shooting earlier though, so I suppose they,
I
if
think
they
you
were
like-
responding to the gunshot 5 minutes early.
I think initially the idea is that they were, you know, responding to the really loud train driving by and just sort of blindly roaming towards it.
Yeah, that's.
So those
That's
are all
valid.
things that have been following.
I mean,
the
as
train for a
valid as
while.
anything else.
Yeah.
as valid as anything in zombie lore.
Next stop, the Atlantic.
That's a surprisingly nice shot of a cityscape for a game that doesn't really have a ton of wide-angle shots like that.
We find
It doesn't.
I also
But
like
almost
how the city's
everything
not-
from this game is a wonderful shot.
We're dead.
Looking
I also
for-
like how the city's not destroyed for no reason.
Well, it's ours. She and I talking.
Yes, I do like that, where there's not just bridges falling down and other things that you see in zombie
be all right.
apocalypses that make no
I'll
sense.
be alive, I guess. Blood in my heart. Blood in my brain, at least.
I'll leave you to your thoughts. She's out cold like I've never seen. What the?
Can't wait for you to get to Savannah, Clementine. I got your parents right here. And you be sure to find me whether Lee wants you to or not. Now, what I need...
Huh. Now that I've played...
I thought
Since I played the game through to the end, that voice sounds totally different than the one at the end. What the fuck?
was that?
Yeah, it does.
They were recording these as they were going. I mean, they released them 2 or 3
Yeah.
months apart, and
Yeah. So, oh no, Clementine actually has been talking to someone over the radio.
What a shock. I totally didn't completely see those coming 7 episodes ago. 7 episodes ago.
Okay,
You saw
no
it
fewer
coming
than 7
negative 4
episodes.
episodes, like 4 episodes before.
We're-
You saw this at the end of Alan Wake episode 1.
Hey, check out this comic. It's called The Walking Dead. Just started, but it's pretty good. Man, whatever. Somebody's just totally talking to someone in the walkie-talkie.
Who the hell is
What?
this?
Nothing.
Damn it.
You'll see. Spoilers, I guess.
About the radio.
Who have you been talking to? You come back here, I'll kill you. You understand? I will kill you.
Who have you been talking to? Was it
Screamed at
Santa
my
Claus? Was it my dead father? Have you been holding out on us?
Oh, we got 2 of these. Oh, okay. Oh wow, I fucked up the last choice too. God. This has been an abysmal episode for choosing the choices nobody else made.
Our hipster cred is forever shattered.
Damn it.
Thank God.
Yeah, we suck.